Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, Fitting and Homemaking. I'm very excited to have you here. This video is going to be a little bit different from what I've posted so far. It's actually a compilation of me folding and hanging up my laundry that's taken place over the past week or so. Usually I do laundry on my 2 days that I work from home, and I focus on just getting the laundry clean and dried, and then I usually do another day of laundry over the weekend just because it seems like it's built up. What works for me is I actually just clean and dry the laundry, whether that's hanging it up on a drying rack or using my dryer. And then once I'm getting it out of the dryer to make room for the next load to go in, I just dump it in my bedroom or put it in our laundry basket. My kids are of the age where they want to help with the laundry, but their helping is actually just taking the laundry out of the basket and dragging it all over the dirty floor. So I tend to put it in our room where they can't get to that. We definitely have the little safety knobs on our doorknobs so that they can't get into the room, since it's not terribly childproof like the rest of the house is. And then once my kids are in bed, I just take some time before I go to bed and go ahead and get the laundry folded and hung up if I have remembered to actually grab the hangers before going in the bedroom. And I usually don't mind this. It's kind of during my decompression time. Folding laundry doesn't stress me out. It's just very monotonous. So usually I'll put in my earbuds and I'll listen to an audiobook, or I think in most of these videos I'm actually watching various things on YouTube, and just kind of chilling out while I get this work done. As you can see, I have sped this up quite a bit, so it is not quite so boring for you guys just to watch me very slowly fold and hang laundry. So I hope you enjoy the extra speed here. You may occasionally in the background hear zooming noises. Our house does back up onto a 4-lane road. We're actually in a cul-de-sac out of the front of the house, but behind our fence there is a road, so you can probably hear cars going by. Oh, this is me showing you this blanket that irritates the snot out of me. It's a homemade blanket, and it was just cut weirdly, so it never folds square. I always find it very distracting when I wash it and then I'm folding it. I'm like, ugh, it's this blanket again. But it was made with love, so we still use it anyway. And here you may see me, I'll hang up some stuff and then set it to the side, and then maybe I'll rifle through that pile and pick it up again and hang something else on there. That's usually me just trying to hang matching sets up, or in the case of my daughter's pants, 2 pants fit on each hanger for her. So I usually do that just to save space in her closet. Right now we still have so many of the tiny baby washcloths. And I know a lot of people probably don't buy those when they have babies, but I find them to be so super duper soft that we still use them, and some of them are just starting to fall apart, but that's what I'm folding there. Super tiny but soft, and they're fun. They have little hippos and little waves on them. If y'all have decided to play this video because you have some laundry to do, that is absolutely awesome. Feel free to share what your laundry routine is. Like I said, I just kind of wash and dry it, and then I just dump it in the room to deal with later, because that's just the easiest thing for me to do at this stage of life. But I know some people like to fold or hang up their laundry right out of the dryer or right off the drying rack and just get it taken care of right then. Or some people do what I do, dump it in a basket and deal with it when they can. Or I think there are people who actually just dump it in the basket and then just rifle through the basket and wear clothes directly from the basket. I feel like that's probably the absolute, maybe that's the most efficient way, but I'm someone who cannot stand visual clutter to the point where during the week I actually didn't get to the laundry, to putting up the laundry the same day that I had done the laundry. And when I have this huge overflowing stack in my laundry basket, a lot of times I'll quickly rifle through and either find a towel or a blanket and drape it over the top of the basket and like tuck the edges all around. And to me, it's visually less overwhelming than seeing this just overflowing pile of laundry sitting on my dresser. Here's me hanging up stuff in my husband's closet and in my closet. And that's all the stuff to go to the kitchen. Here's a second day. Those little balls that are rolling off and shooting everywhere. I actually use dryer balls rather than using dryer sheets. And they work really well. I have about 6 balls that I put in there. They're just wool balls that you can buy at the store. I bought these well over a decade ago, and they're still doing their job and holding up really well. So I've probably actually saved more money not buying dryer sheets as well. Originally, I did it just because I didn't like the feel of dryer sheets. Like the feel on my hands, like kind of grossed me out a little bit. But they also like have such a strong scent that I wanted to switch to something. Even the unscented ones are still, they have a certain smell to them. But I guess I just have a very, very sensitive nose. We'll be walking around our neighborhood when we take our dog for a walk in the evening. And, we like to go on walks after supper. And I can actually smell when people are doing their laundry, even though the houses are set back from the streets through our neighborhood quite a bit. It's just I can smell all of the scent coming out of their dryer vents. So I don't know, maybe I'm one of those super smellers or something. I'm sure that's probably not the technical term for it, but you guys know what I mean. But yeah, I with the wool dryer balls, they just smell like clean clothes rather than, kind of a chemically smell. Usually when I do laundry, I try to get the um, socks all in a pile, and I'll do the socks like second to last. So then I know that most everything's done and I can match them up pretty quickly. But then I usually do towels last, and it's just so that I have more space on the bed to fully lay them out, and it's just way easier for me to fold them that way when I have the extra space. So there is a little bit of a system here. I also try not to rifle through the pile too much. I just try to grab what's on top and take care of that. And as I said that, that's me rifling through the pile. The little pants that I folded there, the bottoms to a pajama set for my daughter, and I hang those on the same hanger. So I was looking to see if the top was right there or not, and I absolutely didn't find it. Had more luck getting that outfit together easily. There it is. I'm trying to remember what I was watching at this point because the sad, tired look left my face there for a minute and I smiled, so it must have been something funny. I may have been watching something like The Fat Electrician on YouTube. He has some longer videos that are military history videos, but he's a really good storyteller. I think I also listened to, I'm trying to remember the other YouTubers I watched this past week while doing this. I think I watched an episode of Financial Audit by Caleb Hammer. I think I may have also watched Cheryl Tradwife. I think it was a video of hers. I don't think it was a live stream. I almost never am able to catch live streams for some reason. And then some other cleaning channels that I like are Midwest Magic Cleaning with Mac or Five Free Cleaning. And here's my last day of laundry for the week. You can see that massive pile. It was like shoulder height when I started. And I was super duper tired here. But I decided just to go ahead and do it because I didn't want to look at that huge pile of laundry and leave it to the next day. During this time, my son was sick, so he wasn't sleeping real well at night. And my husband and I were taking turns, or taking turns as to which night we were going to cover. And I think I had gotten up with him the night before and gotten like 2 hours of sleep and spent the rest of the night holding him on the couch so he could sleep to try to get better. But yeah, I think you can tell from my face, I was really over it at this point. So earlier I shared some of the YouTubers that I like to watch. Sometimes I also listen to audiobooks while I'm doing laundry. What do you guys like to watch or listen to when you're doing repetitive tasks kind of like this? I mean, it doesn't take too much concentration to fold laundry, really. Or are you just killing it with multitasking and watching your kids at the same time? Y'all, I was about to apologize for not talking as much during this voiceover, but you know what? Maybe you prefer that. Let me know in the comments below. I'm a little less chatty today because I am a little sniffly and I'm coughing quite a bit when I talk a lot. So I have had to edit out quite a few coughing fits and sniffles and that sort of thing in here. So talking less is better right now. Okay, I just saw myself fold one of the many napkins we've gone through. Like I said, my son was sick, so I'm washing our linens a little bit more often than I normally do, just to keep everything from spreading around. We do use cloth napkins, but something that I used to really enjoy doing, and maybe this makes me hugely boring or a dork or something, I don't know, but I really used to get a lot of enjoyment out of ironing our cloth napkins. This was obviously before I had kids, but is there some sort of kind of mundane household task like that that you find super, super satisfying? I always liked ironing them because they're perfect squares, so it's a really easy thing to iron, and it's so satisfying to see it completely with no creases, and then to be able to match up all the edges exactly and fold them nicely. And since they're still a little bit warm when I was folding them, they'd get these nice creases in them. I wouldn't iron in any creases, but they'd have nice creases just from being folded while warm. And I just found that really, really pleasing for some reason. Let me know in the comments below if you have anything like that, that you just get a lot of satisfaction out of doing. Here it looks like we finally hit the section of the pile that is my clothes and my husband's clothes. So I feel like the pile is disappearing faster now because our clothes are quite a bit larger, obviously, than our kids' clothes. And of course, the challenge of trying to fold a fitted sheet. Those fitted sheets are actually not as bad. They're little um, fitted sheets for my son's crib and my daughter's toddler bed. And they're actually Burt's Bees brand. Some of our friends and family were lovely enough to gift those to us during our baby shower. And they actually come with these little matching bags that you shove them into. So I figured out how to fold them the right size. And then you shove them in these drawstring bags. And they just sit really nicely in the linen closet. Also very satisfying. And yes, I'm folding the exact shirt that I'm wearing. This is a race shirt. My husband and I did a 10K together when we were dating. And at this point, my phone was pretty tired. So the footage is actually going to end. I think I get everything pretty much stacked up into this laundry basket in order to make room to fold the towels, and then my phone stopped recording before you actually see me folding towels. This last batch of laundry took me about 45 minutes to get through. I think all of the footage together was over an hour and a half at regular speed. So that was an hour and a half of my life for this past week, was just folding and putting away laundry. Anyway, if you've made it all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching and for joining me. Maybe you were able to get some of your own laundry folded and put up. And I hope you will join me for the next video. I usually post videos on Wednesdays and Saturdays, so make sure you look out for the next one. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe, and make sure you hit the notification bell. Thanks so much, everyone. Bye.